Here's our grilled lamb with mint. You can smell the mint. Grilled bell peppers, the grilled onions, grilled tomatoes, and you see the tomatoes stayed in place. Now, just a couple of cautionary notes. Never lift up a metal skewer and eat the meat right off the skewer, because you will burn your tongue. Believe me, I speak from experience. I've done it before. So that's our grilled lamb. And then our grilled bell peppers. And a couple of grilled onions. And grilled tomatoes. And finally, some of this unbelievably fragrant garlic sesame sauce. Spoon that over the lamb, or just spoon it on the side and dip. So here's lamb on the rod, the way I imagined I would find it in that town in Pennsylvania. Let me try a piece of lamb. So for all you people who think that beef and pork are where it's at, try barbecued lamb. If there's one cut of lamb Americans love to grill, it's lamb chops. I'm going to show you two kinds of lamb chops, both double-digit thick and double-digit price tag, plus a new inexpensive cut of lamb that tastes just as great. First, the lamb chops. Now, you're probably familiar with this type of chop. This is a lamb rib chop, and here at Barbecue University, we cut the chops double thick. And then to make the lamb a single chop, simply cut out the rib bone. So you see, what you wind up with here is a double thick lamb chop on a single bone. On your loin lamb chops, these are actually cut from lower down in the lamb. The rib chop, of course, comes from higher up in the lamb. And there's a sheath of white fat on the outside of this chop. You just want to trim it off. Now our more budget price cut. This is actually called a lamb steak, and it's cut crosswise from the thigh, the leg of the lamb. What you'd want to do here is just make a cut on one side, the other side, and then the third side, just to keep the lamb from curling while it grills. Now, the seasoning's pretty simple. I call this Greektown lamb, so we start with garlic, finely chopped. We'll just rub a little garlic into each lamb chop. A little salt, and this is coarse sea salt. Those big crystals are slow dissolving, so you get salty bursts of flavor when you bite into the lamb. And freshly ground black pepper. What I do on the peppers, I actually, once a week, I grind a fistful of black peppercorns in a spice mill. So you don't have to fuss with a peppercorn grinder every time you cook. Finally, a little bit of Greek oregano. And a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Now for the fun part. So we'll start with the chops that cook the longest. Those are those loin chops. And we can arrange those on the grill back here. Remember, always line up your chops, anything on the grill, so it goes the same direction. And leave plenty of space between the chops so they cook evenly. Next, we can put on our lamb chops, protecting the bones with this little strip of aluminum foil. Now we can lay these lamb steaks on the grill. Okay, To go with the lamb, here's a cool idea, grilled asparagus rafts. Now, what I've done is pin the asparagus stalks together with skewers. The idea here is it's easier to turn 5 asparagus at one time than 20 asparagus individually. So lay the rafts on the grill. We have 2 rafts of white asparagus and a couple of rafts of green asparagus. Cooking time will be about 3 to 4 minutes on these. And here's a cool idea for a basting brush. This is a bunch of rosemary tied to form a basting brush dipped in a little garlic olive oil. Okay, let's check on the lamb. And we're coming along great. Give these guys a quarter turn if you like to lay on that handsome crosshatch of grill marks. Okay, and these guys are cooking up beautifully. And the way you know to turn the lamb steaks is you see these little beads of blood that are purling up on the top of the lamb. That is a sure sign that the lamb steaks are ready for turning. I'm going to use a flat spatula here, and we'll just give each lamb steak a quick turn. Look at that. Let's check these guys. Beautiful. Once again, we can rotate around here. Outstanding. And remember, when you go to baste meat, baste the cooked side, not the raw side, so you don't contaminate the basting mixture. Asparagus are doing great. That's what I like to see. We're really cooking here, and you know, if the smoke gets in your eyes, well, that's part of the price you pay for great barbecue. And once the lamb is cooked to taste, I like mine medium rare. The way I test it is using this old poke test. The lamb is gently yielding. These chops look great. Our loin chops are cooked. I'll pull those off first. This is sort of a barbecue university mixed lamb grill. Then we can pull off our lamb chops. Our rib lamb chops. All right, now that's what I'm talking about for your lamb steaks. And you see they didn't curl a bit. Oh yeah. Now, you never want to serve meat hot off the grill. You always want to let it rest for a few minutes, let the meat relax and the juices come out. So the last step is going to be to make a simple relish. It consists of finely diced sweet onion and finely chopped parsley. The parsley is a sort of natural mouthwash. So when you mix it with the onion, it keeps your breath smelling sweet. And last of all, we can just sprinkle the lamb with this parsley onion relish. And just to finish it off, it never hurts to drizzle the lamb with a little more extra virgin olive oil. And just to gild the lily, or should I say lamb, I just drizzle a little bit of this feta cheese sauce over the lamb. Lamb chops and lamb steaks, the Greek way at BBQU.
That's it for this time. See you next time at Barbecue University with